how the melon looks right here. Good morning, everyone. It is the weekend. That is why I'm here, because otherwise I would not be here, because I have my internship for law school. But right now it's going to be an exciting day. We're starting off planting. Here are the plants. We're also harvesting zucchini today, and we're also going to be harvesting the melons today. So right here in my hand is the receipt containing all the information of all the trays that we have delivered to us. We always check the receipt to make sure it matches with all the trays that we receive. And one of the issues that we're having today is that one of the varieties of melons is not on our trailer of plants, and it's listed that there is 14 trays. So hopefully they just forgot to put them on and that they didn't accidentally give it to someone else. That can be an issue. It's definitely happened before. So we got to check in and figure that out.
We're letting the workers stay planting here. My brother and I are going to go harvest the melons at our other field and go and let my dad know that we are missing plants. We are planning on walking 2 of the varieties of melons right now. Not all of the varieties are ripe right now, so we are currently just using our little truck to get the boxes that we've been getting. We've only been getting about 3 or 4 boxes every other day, but once everything really ripens up, we're gonna have a trailer in here with the tractor, and we're gonna be pulling out multiple pallets every day. And once everything starts ripening up on the melons, we harvest every single day. But since right now they're not all ripe right now, we're coming in every other day because there's not really a lot that we're getting at this point. All these plants are loaded with fruit. We got multiple melons on each plant. Before we start harvesting, my dad just called and said we need to irrigate some of the stuff here on this field. So my brother is walking down to that end of the field to open up the manifold, which is this right here. So once he opens up that one, I got to close this one up to make sure enough pressure goes to the field down there. It's been pretty hot here the past 2-3 days. Today is supposed to be 99. The last 2 days it was like 101, 102. After we're done harvesting the melons for the day, we're gonna try and go through the watermelons and start checking the sugar content on them, because yesterday we decided to cut 2 watermelons that we thought were pretty close to being ready, and they were pretty sweet. So we're gonna start checking the sugar content to see when we think they're gonna be ready. We think they're already gonna be ready like in the next 2 to 3 days. From the 2 that we tried yesterday, they were already pretty sweet, but we just need to start cutting back a little bit on the water to allow them to sugar up a little bit more, because when you water them too much, they'll be really juicy, but then it kind of dilutes the sugar content. We're at about the halfway point of the melons of this variety, and I just filled up the 5th box right now. Last 2 days ago when we came in here, we only got 3 boxes. So obviously at this point we're probably gonna get close to 10 boxes today, I would think. We finished just walking the 1 variety right now. We brought 11 boxes. We were expecting to get 11 boxes out of the 2 varieties because last 2 days ago we got 4 boxes total. So we were expecting 11 boxes should be enough. We were wrong. We got 11 boxes full, and we had to start filling up all the buckets and started heaping the whole pallet right here. So I would think we have at least 15, but probably around 16, 17 boxes. We're gonna go offload this right now, go get more boxes, and see what we get of the cantaloupe, which I'm hoping not too much, but I don't know now, because obviously this, I didn't think we were gonna get this much right now. All right, we got a total of 19 boxes right here. Now we're gonna go back, bring some more boxes and harvest the cantaloupe, which yesterday too, we harvested the zucchini. We started harvesting the zucchini again. And yesterday we got 128 cases, and we also harvested the day before as well. So we have, I believe, like 230 cases of zucchini in here right now. Our customer is starting to take some. but not as much as we want right now. Obviously, since we have 200 cases, we would like them to take all 200 cases right now, but they're slowly starting to take more. Hopefully this next week they'll end up taking more of it. We are in the cantaloupes right now. For the cantaloupes, it is mainly half of our melons, they slip off the vine. So right here you can see on the top there's actually some like sap coming out. We just put a little bit of pressure on the top and it comes right off. We don't have to cut them. This is a vine ripe cantaloupe right here. Right now they have a very distinct, like a greenish, like almost like a bluish color to the melons, but once they ripen up they turn a cream color. And obviously we like to see the plants when they're like this, how this one already has netting, and then we have some melons over here that have no netting at all on it. So that means we have different stages of fruit. The one that obviously has netting already on it, we're going to be harvesting soon, and the one that has no netting is still going to be a little bit later. So we're going to be able to harvest it for a while, for a few weeks at a time. We don't want to see all the melons all netted up at the same time, because that means we're going to more than likely get a lot at once. Whereas when there's melons that have netting and then there's melons that have no netting yet, it just means we're going to be able to slowly get it off a few weeks at a time, and they're not all just going to ripen up at once. We each just got a bucket of our cantaloupes, and I'm going to check the sugar content of this cantaloupe right here, which this is called a refractometer, and it checks the bricks, which is the sugar content of the melon or whatever you're testing, essentially the fruit that you're testing. So I have to cut this in half, get some of the juice, put it right here on the lens, and it'll tell me the percentage of sugar in the melon. This is how the melon looks right here. Turn it on.
Just gotta squeeze the melon, get a little bit of juice out of it, and put it in this little thing.
Okay, and then testing it. It's a 14.5% sugar content, and I just looked up what is the average bricks of a store melon, and it is anywhere from 10 to 12%. It says anything over 12% is a very high quality and sweet melon, which all of our melons are all vine ripe. If we do not harvest some vine ripe, we will not sell them. If we end up cutting one by accident that is too green, we think it is not gonna be sweet, we'll just throw it out. We don't even worry about it. We do not want our customers at our markets or any of the stores that we sell to have a quality that does not meet our standards.
I don't need to test the bricks because I just eat them and they taste good, and that's my tester right there. But we just test it just to make sure the sugar content, and we're gonna eat the rest of this melon so it doesn't go to waste. But I'm excited. We're gonna be heading back to the markets very soon. Then we didn't get many of the cantaloupe variety that we grow, but we did get of the other one, which is the hybrid, and we're definitely going to be getting watermelons within this next week. So we will be at the markets hopefully this following weekend, and then we'll get to start doing some videos at the markets.
Well, we got 2 boxes of this. Luckily I wasn't wanting too much right now since we don't have our tractor or trailer here. We don't have it. It's easier to have it on the tractor and trailer than putting it in the back of a truck. But we're going to be moving our tractor and trailer over here soon. This is the melon right here that is my personal favorite, which is called a canary. These varieties, like this one, it does not slip off the vine like the cantaloupe. The cantaloupes slip off the vine, but these canaries, they do not. We have to look for a color on them. Once they get a yellow, almost like a dark gold on them, we have shears that we come in and we just cut right here at the top of the vine, and that's how we harvest these. These ones do not slip off the vine. Same thing for our other varieties as well over here, which the other one is called a toad skin, and the other one is a hammy, which right here, they are smooth like the canaries. They sometimes get a little bit of like a netting webbing on it, but we also cut the tops right here once they get a yellow on them. That's when these ones are ready. And then for the hammies right here, right now they kind of look like a canary a little bit, but these ones have more netting on them. And the same thing, once these get like a yellow gold color on them, we look at the end and we cut right there, and that's it. Sometimes we've tried cutting them just with our fingers like that, but the problem with this variety is this is considered a hard melon. So when we do that and we don't have like shears that cut them and we just use our hand, it ends up splitting the melon sometimes and it cracks it, which is still completely fine, but we don't end up taking those to the market. We'll usually end up keeping those for ourselves to eat. All right, we're looking for one of these black watermelons that we think is ready, and we're going to check the sugar content on it, because these black watermelons are our earliest variety of watermelon, and they get ready, it says, in 78 days. All of our other varieties get ripe in about 82 days or something like that. So this is our earliest one, so we're gonna start checking these ones to see. We're gonna choose this one. Usually we look for the tendrils being burnt, which the tendrils are like the little curly things right here. Once they get 2 to 3 burnt is when we harvest the watermelons, but we're just looking for one that we think is visually ready. And actually no, this one, usually when they're ready, they come off fairly easy. So I don't think we're gonna choose that one out, because that was a little harder to try and pull off. So usually when they are ready, you put a little bit pressure and the vine just kind of cracks right off, very nice and easy. So we're gonna look for a different one now, actually. Okay, we're going to try and see about this one. I noticed this one because it looked like it started getting a sunburn on it, and we looked right now, and right there, that's the one tendril that is burnt. That is the second one that is burnt, and this one over here is burnt. So this one should come off fairly easy. Let's see. And it broke off from right there, but it came off. So we're going to check the sugar content on this one and see how it is. This is what will be a sunburn if it stays sitting there longer and it gets a really dark orange, where some people can confuse that once it gets more burnt as a regular basically spot where it lays, which is that right there. And they look completely different, but for people that don't know, they will more than likely think it's just where it's laying on the ground. Okay, here goes the moment of truth. See if it's ready.
Watermelon knife going into the watermelon. You shall see how good it looks. It passes the eye test. It's dark red,
which the camera might make it look a little weird, so I'm gonna take a picture, and hopefully the picture looks better than the camera, because I think the camera might make it look a little oversaturated.
It looks pretty good right here. It might just be a little too much sun. We noticed there's a little cracking on the center part of the watermelon right here. I hope you could see that on here. Let me kind of cover. Oh yeah, there we go. So once it starts cracking like that, usually that's an indication that it's a riper watermelon. It only starts doing that because it's so ripe. At some point it gets past its ripe point, and it starts breaking down from the inside out. So should be a good indicator that this watermelon is definitely going to be ripe. We shall see the sugar content of it right now. Let's see, getting in here.
10.7.
10.7. We do not know what the watermelons are typically in the store. Look it up, see what it is. I'm gonna guess that's probably around what store quality watermelons are right now, but this is our first kind of checking the watermelons, see where we're at. Once it gets more into the season and we're ready for those to actually be harvested, they're going to be above what store quality melons are, because we tend to let them ripen up more than other people do, or larger farmers, when they tend to harvest them. What do you got?
Says store quality is anywhere from, actually, 9 to 12.
Okay.
It's 10.7, but my uncle has been irrigating them a lot. Like I said, when you do irrigate them right before you harvest, it will drop the sugar content down. It basically dilutes it. So that means we're gonna have to start cutting back on the water to allow the sugar content to raise back up. They are pretty much done planting all of the watermelons. I believe they're getting ready to start the last variety of watermelon. Yeah, it's just about 7-8 trays left of these ones right here are the watermelons. Other than that, we got all the peppers and the rest of the melons still to plant, but the watermelons are definitely going to be in by today.
Yeah, they won't go, you know. They won't go too far. Where do you get that knife?
No, we've had it for a long time. It's watermelon knife.
It's good. Oh.
The people want to see you.
It's good. Really good.
Okay, just wrapping up the video. We pretty much got 50 boxes of zucchini today. Yesterday, I believe they got like 40-ish boxes. I don't know. The zucchini is definitely coming too quick. We do not have anywhere to sell it right now. Definitely gonna have to make a tough call depending on how and logistics, if we can find someone to buy the zucchini. But right now, that is yet to be determined. But there's that. The melons are coming. Everything's coming because it is getting so warm out. It hit 100 degrees the past couple of days. So all the fruit is starting to come. It's starting to get very busy. We're gonna have a lot to do. So if you guys made it this far in the video, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Thank you.